You have no excuse not to have a prayer life. No excuse for a prayerless life. Some of us, we have allowed the spirit of excuse to take us out of the opportunities that salvation has made available for us to build an intimate relationship with God the Father. The life, the death, the burial, and the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ gave us opportunities to have an intimate relationship with the Father, of which prayer is the foundation. Why is it important that we have a prayer life as believers? Because Jesus lived a life of prayer in his earthly ministry. If Jesus prayed, who are we not to pray? If Jesus lived a life of prayer in his earthly ministry, we have no excuse to live a prayerless life. Jesus gave himself to prayer, not 3-second prayer, not 5-minute prayer. Jesus lived a rich prayer life. In Luke chapter 3 verse 21, the Bible tells us, when all the people were baptized, it came to pass that Jesus also being baptized and praying, and the heaven was opened. The heavens got opened after Jesus prayed. In Matthew chapter 14 verse 23, the Bible tells us, when he had sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. When he had sent the multitude away, he went up into a mountain to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. If Jesus prayed, who are you? Who am I not to pray? In Mark chapter 6 verse 46, the Bible says, and when he had sent them away, he departed into a mountain to pray. Now, if you look at these scriptures, you can see that one of the secrets to having a rich prayer life is isolation. If you cannot isolate yourself from distraction, you cannot have a rich prayer life. Jesus kept sending people away in order for him to pray. And that is the key to a rich prayer life. If you are not ready to send people away to have time to pray, you cannot have a rich prayer life. In Luke chapter 6 verse 12, the Bible says, and it came to pass in those days that he went out into a mountain to pray, and he continued all night in prayer to God. Jesus gave himself to a rich prayer life. Jesus was disciplined in the area of prayer. And if you and I must follow the footsteps of Jesus, we must also be disciplined to pray. There are a lot of things that want to come in between you and your prayer life. One is sleep. And sleep is the mother of laziness. Where you find laziness, you will find sleep. Where you find sleep, you will find the child of sleep, which is laziness. Jesus was disciplined when it comes to prayer. He knew when to end miracle to pray. He knew when to be with his disciples and when to leave them in order to pray. If you want to have a rich prayer life, you must know when to sleep and when not to sleep. You must know when to be in the midst of people and when to isolate yourself from people. In Mark chapter 1 verse 35, the Bible says, and in the morning, rising up a great while before day, he went out and departed into a solitary place, and there he prayed You want to pray, you must learn to walk away from distraction. It is either you pray all night or you pray at dawn. Jesus prayed all the time. There were times he prayed from evening till the following morning. And there were times he prayed from dawn till morning. And if Jesus gave himself to prayer, then we are joking if we don't want to pray. In Luke chapter 5 verse 16, the Bible says, and he withdrew himself into the wilderness and prayed. The wilderness that people are running from, Jesus was running to in order to pray. You have no excuse not to have a prayer life.